Did you know that male athletes are making anywhere between 15% to 100% more than female athletes? That by itself should already trigger an alarm in your head. However, tonight I will be breaking it down and talking about how these individual problems in the sports industry poses an even greater issue in our society for females and why exactly it is important that we put an end to these injustices once and for all. As a high school athlete myself, I've experienced many of these cruel injustices firsthand. It is so disheartening to see only parents in the stands during our volleyball games because none of our peers are interested in watching girls play. Also, hearing the gossip and other students talk about how our victories don't matter because the football and baseball team success is what our school really cares about. It is hard for local girls to get started and these teams to receive any support when our society has created a gender gap for all female sports. As author Jarrell Recker says, equality at an elite level is sure to have a flow effect upon our local sporting clubs. As a society, we have to start somewhere to end this inequality. Recognizing professional female athletes more with our accomplishments will showcase what female athletes have to offer. More support at the professional level will result in more support at local levels and allow female athletes to keep doing what they love. Furthermore, as female athletes start to mature and make decisions about their future, it might be hard for them to seek out a career path in their chosen athletic field because they know it will be hard to succeed with no support on their back. Due to this saddening issue, women are less inclined to participate in sports than men, 24% compared to 28%. Young girls who aspire to become a professional female athlete are having to rethink their dreams because of this stereotype society has created. It is crucial that something is done to create equality for all sports before we have absolutely no female athletes left. However, as word continues to get out and rumors spread, women's equality in sports is progressing. One team in particular who sparked this progress is the U.S. women's national soccer team. Saying this team is successful is such an understatement. They not only proved to America that female athletes are capable, but they also proved that all women have a voice and we can stick up for ourselves. In 2019, the U.S. women's soccer team was ranked number 1 in the world and went on to win the Women's World Cup. Regardless of this major achievement, the men's team was still getting paid more, not to mention they didn't even qualify for their World Cup. Consequently, the U.S. women's team decided to take action, so they filed a lawsuit against U.S. Soccer for gender discrimination. While their unequal play was a major factor in the lawsuit, obviously, there were other issues that they perceived as unfair. For example, factors like where they play and how often they play, how often they train, the medical treatment and coaching they receive, and even how they travel to matches. With all of these limiting factors, you still have to think they managed to win the World Cup. And that by itself should exemplify the strength and power that women have. With all of that being said, the lawsuit began an era of improvement for female athletes' equality as women's teams started gaining more popularity around the world. As that example, all it takes is one voice to be heard for people to start doing something different. I can say proudly that I have seen and been a part of improvements in equality locally. This year, Harris County High School started its first girls flag football team, and I was very honored to be a part of it. It was truly amazing to see people making an effort to try something new and incorporate female athletes into a male-dominant sport. I was in awe of the support we received from our peers. Going from having no one in the stands to being incorporated in a new sport to having the whole school's support on our back was just amazing, and the feeling was like no other. Each home game, the stands were packed to full capacity with people cheering us on, wanting to win. Like, it was just nothing like ever before. And with all of this support on our backs, it was just easier for us to succeed. It is just so astonishing to see what we can achieve when we have people cheering us on and wanting us to do good and play the sport we love. It is important that it just doesn't stop there. We have to continue to let our voices be heard so we can stop gender inequality in sports once and for all. If you think about it, the possibilities are endless for female athletes, and I truly, truly think that equality for all sports will bring a greater good to our society. Thank you for your time.